want to have the recording to watch back after.
Is everyone excited for the first Senate meeting?
Woohoo! I know
excited.
Eli's excited.
Eli has been waiting for this moment to be appointed for,
Eli has been
for
ecstatic.
years.
He's been too eager about it. While we're waiting, what are you guys doing this summer? Are you guys doing internships at Purdue? Internships? No.
Ooh. Nick's camera wasn't working.
Oh.
Do you see that? There's like an icon.
Yeah, I saw for a second.
Oh, wait. Yep, I got it. Okay.
Oh, there we go. We can see you. Could everyone see Nick? Everyone's muted.
Yes.
So sad.
I'll talk to you, Jason.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. We'll probably get started around 7:02. That's my bet.
You guys all see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you all for coming. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm Becca. I'm the vice president and admitting people. Jason, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Packard. I'm the president of PSG.
And then can I have all my cabinet members go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I could go first. I'm Eli Aid, and I hope to be the chief of staff.
I'm Mallory Fonte, and I hope to be the deputy chief of staff.
I'm Paul Springer. Oh, go ahead.
You're all good. It's so hard via these teams. I'm Paige Gonzalez, and I hope to be the press secretary.
I'm Paul Springer, and I hope to be the treasurer.
I'm Owen Munkholm. I hope to be the pro temp.
Yeah, my name is Mauricio Tovar.
Okay, sweet. So At 7:03, I will now call this meeting to order. Typically, there would be a gavel. We got to do Parley Pro, but no gavel, guys. Okay, and then I'm going to go around and call on all the colleges so you guys can introduce yourselves, say your name, major, year. And then during this time, this will count as a roll call. So College of Ag, can my senators from that college go ahead and introduce yourselves? Do I have anybody from the College of Ag here?
I'm an Ag Econ major.
I don't know.
I'm Owen Martin. I'm an Ag Business major.
And I'm Jaden Kaufman. I'm an Ag Econ and Political Science major.
Perfect. Okay, now we're going to move on to the College of Engineering. Do I have anybody from the College of Engineering here? Okay, I don't believe the College of Engineering. Exploratory Studies, anybody from Exploratory Studies?
I'm Gandalf Muscarella, and I'm in General Management.
Sweet. Okay. College of Health and Human Sciences.
I'm Adrian Walker, and I'm a biomedical health science major.
School of Business.
I'm Kaylee Gustafson, and I'm a marketing major.
And then I'm Owen. I just introduced myself, but Owen Munkholm. I'm a finance major.
My name is Mauricio, and I'm a business analytics and information management major.
College of Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm an incoming third-year pharmacy student.
College of Science.
Hi, my name is Yara, and I'm a neurobiology and physiology major.
My name is Sadie, and I'm a biochemistry major.
And then do I have anybody from the Polytechnic Institute here?
Hey, yeah. My name is. All you.
Oh, go ahead.
My name is Lucas Bergen. I'm a game dev major with a minor in computer science.
My name is Ria, and I'm a cybersecurity major with a minor in forensic science.
Okay, sweet. Thank you all guys for coming. We're going to go ahead and get started with our Vice Chief Justice, Courtney, swearing in all the senators. So, Courtney, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Awesome. So we're going to do this all together. You don't have to unmute your mics. I just want to see your mouths move. That way we can make it go kind of fast. So to start off, I state your name. On this day, the 26th of June, 2024. Like you're going to repeat after me. There we go. Perfect. Swear to abide by and uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Purdue Student Government. I swear to conduct all legislative business with the utmost integrity and with the best interests of the Purdue University and its student body as my main objectives. Perfect. You're all sworn in.
Okay, sweet. You all are officially senators. Congratulations. So just as a little intro to Purdue Student Government, so there's three branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. With the legislative branch, that is you guys. So you guys are the Senate. The Student Senate shall be the forum for debate on issues affecting the general welfare of the student body, researching policies, and writing legislation that affects the student body. Then we have the executive, which consists of the cabinet and the board of directors, otherwise known as BOD. So BOD consists of 8 executive committees that assist the student body president with internal operations and fulfilling initiatives. So these consist of health and safety, engagement, strategic technology, governmental relations, HEAM, which is healing endeavors and empathy matters, diversity and inclusion, sustainability, and communications. And then with the judicial branch, we have PSSC, which is the Purdue Student Supreme Court, that is comprised of 9 justices, with 1 serving as the Chief Justice and the remaining 8 as associate justices. So they handle Purdue parking violations and speeding ticket appeals. Also, if you guys have any questions throughout this meeting, like interrupt me at any point. Also, we'll have like a period at the end where you all can ask questions. So throughout this meeting, we're going to be using parliamentary procedure, which is, I don't know if any of you are familiar with parliamentary procedure. It's otherwise known as Parley Pro, but we're just going to kind of get you adjusted to that. It's going to be kind of somewhat Parley Pro, half on, half off Parley Pro. But basically, it's employed by legislative bodies to facilitate proposing and amending bills and resolutions. So Robert Rules of Order is the manual for just like Parley Pro guidelines. So typically at PSG meetings, we would get started with the introduction of visitors. So obviously we don't have any visitors today, but if you were a visitor, you would introduce yourselves and then state the reason for being here. So the exponent will be at all in-person meetings. So whoever is there from the exponent, so let's say it's Olivia Mapes, she would go, Olivia Mapes, and I'm here with the exponent. And then we would get into proxy reports. So if you are going to be absent, you need to send a proxy as we have to meet quorum to pass legislation. So the proxy would attend in your place, and then they would say their name as a proxy and then say that they are proxying for Senator your name. Okay, and then typically we would do roll call. So then I'll get into the land acknowledgement. So we acknowledge the traditional homelands of the indigenous people upon which Purdue University is built. We honor and appreciate the Potawatomi, Delaware, Miami, and Shawnee people who are the indigenous caretakers. And then we get into the Pledge of Purpose. Typically, you guys would say the Pledge of Purpose. You would stand up, say it alongside me, but I'll just go ahead and read it out because the lagging would be awful. So our purpose is to be the voice of the Purdue student body, serve the needs of students in all university matters, and provide leadership that stimulates initiative, inspires excellence, and exemplifies professionalism. And above all else, hail Purdue. And so then you guys would approve the meeting minutes. Obviously, this is the first meeting, so you're not going to be approving the meeting minutes for the last meeting. Then we would get into advisory reports. So when Dr. King is here, she will give her advisory reports, just like updates on what's going on around campus, things that we need to be getting done. So now moving into executive reports. President Packard, you want to give your executive reports? Also, executive reports is just when our cabinet members are speaking on their initiatives, what they're doing, what they need from you guys, that sort of thing. So President Packard, give your executive reports.
Yeah, so I guess we can go through all the members of the cabinet. As I mentioned earlier, I'm Jason Packard. I'm the president of PSG, but I'm really excited for this year and what we're going to do as PSG and have a really productive year ahead of us. And I'm really excited to see what you guys do within your role as senators and see all that you accomplish. With us, with our big goal for this year, some of you guys might be aware through the election or other means, our big goal this year is to amend the Indiana Lifeline Law and hopefully give protection to students who are seeking medical attention when underage drinking. I think Becca saved some time at the end if we want to talk more about that or answer some questions. But I know this meeting might feel a little awkward going through kind of how to run the Senate meetings, and we're just going to appoint everybody. And hopefully for the next one next month in July, we're planning some bigger legislation, some constitution changes and bylaw changes that'll hopefully update PSG and we'll be able to vote on some actual legislation. But I'm really excited to work with you guys this year, and I'm looking forward to a good year. I can pass it off to Paul.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Springer. I'm a junior in computer science and math with a finance minor, and I'm hopefully going to be the treasurer. So what that means, basically, responsibility-wise, I do like everything related to money, as you would guess, for treasurer. I help put the budget together and keep track of it. I reimburse people for their purchases. And besides all of that other money stuff, I'm also the chair of the SOGA and STAB board, which are both grant allocation boards, if you're unfamiliar. And with that, I'm basically managing the board, setting up meetings, and setting up meetings with student organizations as well. And then I'm going to give a little bit of a budget rundown with my time as well. So we've started working on the budget a little bit. It's going to look pretty similar to how it did look last year. However, last year, a lot of money was left over, and we're trying to spend that money. So we're going to be reallocating a couple things, giving it to the sections of PSG that need it the most. Like I said, it's a big priority for us to spend that money because it doesn't roll over from year to year. So that's a big idea for us. If you have any thoughts about that, please let me know sooner rather than later, because we are going to be finalizing the budget hopefully pretty soon. That's about it as of now, but more changes to come, obviously. And then I'll pass it off to stage.
All right, so hello everyone. My name is Paige Gonzalez, and I will hopefully be your press secretary for this upcoming school year. I am very excited for this. I am a rising junior studying political science and communication, and primarily my role as press secretary is dealing with any mass communication that has to happen between the student government and the student body, because there aren't a lot of us compared to how many students there are that we're trying to serve. And my job is really to make that communication as effective as possible and work closely with the communications committee in the board of directors to make sure that social media initiatives are really getting out, because that's the most effective way to communicate with the student body. So very excited. And with that, I'll pass it on to Mallory.
Hi, I'm Mallory Fonte. I'm going to be a rising junior. I'm studying communications with concentrations in PR and mass media. This is going to be my third year at PSG, and I'm excited to hopefully serve as your deputy chief of staff. I don't want to steal too much thunder from Eli because he is the chief of staff, so I'll pass it off to him next. But I'll be working side by side with Eli, helping make sure BOD runs smoothly, all the committees are keeping up with their initiatives. And I know one of our big initiatives this year too is to build a better bridge between BOD and Senate, so we feel more connected as PSG as a whole. Like I said, I don't want to steal too much thunder from Eli, so I'm going to pass it off to him next.
Okay. I'm Eli Aid. I'm a rising junior, major in electrical engineering with a minor in semiconductors and microelectronics. I am up for the role of chief of staff, which serves almost like the president of the board of directors. And an update for me is BOD is currently on phase 2 of the summer recruitment process. So we will be sending out, or I won't be, Jason or Rebecca will be sending out the mass email with the application link sometime soon. Oh, and I'll pass it on to, oh, who's here? I'll lay up it to Rebecca, then Rebecca, you choose, because I don't know who's all here.
Perfect. I think Nick is here, but is Nick's microphone working? I know his camera was having issues.
It works.
Sweet.
I hope. He's okay. I'm Nick. Steve. I guess since we're saying and stuff, I'm a rising junior in biology and philosophy, I think. I'm gonna be the ABTS liaison, so I'm gonna be working with other in the region so that we can unify our in Indiana and basically about the Midwest area. So mostly I'll be working with everyone to accomplish our shared goals. Nice to meet you.
All right, great. I think that's all of our cabinet that's here. Also, I apologize for the awkwardness of Parley Pro rules, but like during meetings, we address each other so I would address you all as like, I would say like Senator Walker. It would be Senator and then last name. So painfully, I do have to say President Packard, and you all will have to also. So I apologize for that, but Parley Pro rules. But that'll be more of an in-person thing. Virtually, it's chill. Okay, so any additional executive, so then with Parley Pro, you would ask, any additional executive reports? Seeing none, there's nobody else here. We will move into committee reports. So now we're gonna move into committee reports. So how committees will work is that there's 4 standing committees of the Senate that you all have to be a part of. So internal affairs, financial affairs, campus and student resource affairs, and university and academic affairs. So with internal affairs, they address and evaluate the internal concerns of PSG. Typically, they're reviewing and updating governing documents. Financial affairs, they oversee our small grant program. Campus and student resource affairs, they would be addressing and evaluating everyday issues throughout the campus affecting the Purdue student body, and also they hold purview over ad hoc committees. University and academic affairs, so they address and evaluate academic concerns. So this could be overseeing university policies, or just promoting like healthy faculty and student relationships, that sort of thing. So those are the 4 standing committees. You guys will pick those probably by the end of the summer. And then those will also meet weekly. So then additionally, we have ad hoc committees that you all can be a part of. And that is just like smaller projects that you might want to start throughout the year. And you can partner with BOD committees to do some of these projects. So 4 that existed last year was Safer, Pride, Disability, and Black Boy Maker Experience. So I think it was like 2019 or 2020 when the Safer Ad Hoc Committee developed the Sexual Misconduct Action Plan that is in place today at Purdue. So yeah. So if we have any questions about committees, interrupt me at any point. That's the overview of that, and you guys will be giving reports during this time once you're placed in these standing committees. So now we're going to move into informal discussion. So informal discussion would be the time where you all are speaking on university issues, things that's going on that you've noticed, or things that need to be changed, just like current topics at Purdue. So then obviously we're not there and this is virtual, but seeing none, we'll now move into old business. So old business is when we'd be talking about previous bills or previous initiatives that we want to revisit. So then, seeing none, we're now moving into new business. So new business is when we're bringing up the bills that are to be proposed and brought to the floor. So the Senate, you all would review the bills that are brought to the floor and vote on them. So basically, I would say, do I hear any new business? And then we would have a senator say, Jason's going to pretend to be a senator for today. So Senator Packard.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Senator Packard. I motion to bring forward Senate Bill 2401.
Can I get a second? Jason?
So yeah, I guess now I would be a different senator, and I second my motion to bring the bill forward.
Sweet.
So now we get a look at it.
So yeah, so typically that would be Senator Jason would say, I motion to bring up Bill 2401, and then a separate senator would have to second that motion, and then this bill will be brought to the floor, and so then we could review it. So it has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2401, Cabinet Appointment Chief of Staff Eli Aid. This is amendable and debatable and requires a majority vote. And so now we're going to open up the floor for your guys' discussion. So this is the time where you guys are going to be asking Chief of Staff Eli any questions you have to him regarding the position, or, you know, what he wants out of the position, what he intends to do for the position, why he applied, stuff like that. So this is your guys' time to discuss that. If you don't have anything to discuss, that's fine, especially since you all are new to these positions. But just any basic questions would be appreciated. Like, you would literally ask him, like, you know, why he wants a position, or just like what's his favorite color. Do I hear any discussion? I know, guys. It's difficult virtually. Jason, why don't you pretend to be a senator and ask Eli a question?
Okay.
You're muted. Okay.
Oh, are you gonna call on me? Raise my placard.
Senator Packard.
Hello, thank you. Eli, why do you want to be chief of staff?
Oh, why do I want to be chief of staff? I thought you were going to ask what my favorite color was. That's a lot easier of a question to answer.
It was 50-50.
Oh man, why do I? There's so many angles to take from it, because last year I was the deputy chief of staff, so it's almost like the next step is chief of staff, and well, that would be like the basic answer I could give. But like the other answer I could give is, I found a home in PSG last year. Like, I was very worried during the last election that I was not going to be in cabinet or in PSG at all last year. And I was actually very anxious about whenever the president and vice president were selected. And I don't know, I feel like my college experience wouldn't be my college experience without having some sort of PSG in it. Like, I'm so connected to this organization, and I feel like my heart is in this organization. I know it's so corny. It's so corny, but it's true. It is really true. Like, I love PSG, and I feel like having me as chief of staff kind of fulfills my dream of having like an advanced role in an organization, and at the same time, it gives me purpose outside of the classroom. It's so corny, I know, but it's how I feel. It is truly how I feel. But yeah, that's kind of why I want it.
Great answer, Eli. Great answer. All right. Do we have any other senators who want to ask questions? It sucks that you guys don't have you guys will have name tags. Oh, Owen, are you raising your hand or clapping? You're raising
I
your
am. I'd like to ask, what's your favorite color?
Oh,
I'd
my
like to
favorite
ask
color?
a
Oh
question.
my gosh,
Just
it's
wanted to
hard.
throw
It's
that
a
one
hard
out
one. It's definitely blue. I don't know. I be rocking with these. You guys know these? Yeah, the blue nerd gummy clusters, my favorite. So favorite color has to be blue for right now. Until they come out with a new color of those. But yeah, right now it's blue.
Thank you.
Okay, great participation, guys. Okay, so now that any other follow-up questions or discussion? Seeing none, we'll move into a vote on bill number 2401. So you guys are going to be voting via the Google form that Jason's going to be dropping in the chat. And so you guys can click on that to vote. But typically in person, I would say all those in favor, please raise your placards. You guys would raise your placards. We would count. Any opposed, you guys would raise your placards. We would count. Any abstentions, raise your placards. We would count. But Google form today and for all summer meetings. Also,
Can
let
I
me
ask
know
a
if
quick
anybody.
question
Yes,
too?
go ahead.
Is it sharing
Jason.
is it sharing my whole screen or just the
Yes.
PowerPoint?
It's sharing your whole screen. Like we can see your tabs.
So if I go over to the Google form, we're gonna be able to see how everyone voted.
Yeah, but to be honest, I need to see it anyway. So you go on over.
I will count. Don't worry. I'll count and then I'll text you. So if we could all vote in the next like a minute or so. It's in the chat. Let me know if anyone has any issues.
Yeah. Also, so prior to all this discussion, you guys would have the bills ahead of time so that you can read and review them. But I'll go ahead and read to you what the bill says. It says the exact same as any other cabinet appointment bill. So whereas according to Article 3, Section 1, Part C, Subsection 1, Part B, Subsection I of the Purdue Student Government bylaws, the Purdue Student Government president has the power of internal appointments, and the Purdue Student Government Senate is responsible for confirming all cabinet and executive director appointments. All the bills that we're proposing today say that exact same thing, and same as all previous cabinet appointment bills.
Yeah.
So just general guidelines.
Also, I just had a quick background. For background too, the past month and a half, 2 months, we interviewed all these candidates. So, well, other than Eli and Paul, but everyone, we sort of chose ourselves and did like an interview process and reviewed all the applicants.
Yeah.
For context, and now you guys are confirming them. What's our number? Is it 13 votes or 4? I have 14.
It should be around 13.
Okay. Also, if
You have
you're not a
14?
senator, don't vote. If you're on the cabinet, don't vote.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
see anyone on the cabinet, so I think we're
Yeah,
good.
the only person who has voting rights who's on the cabinet is the pro temp. So the pro temp can, because they technically count as a senator for the College of Business in this instance. But obviously they're going to abstain from their own cabinet appointment. But,
Okay, we have the result. We have 14.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, we have 14 in favor, 0 opposed, and 0 abstain.
Oh, look at that. All right,
So,
Bill
our
2401
new
passes.
chief of staff.
Congratulations, Eli.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now we do it again. So
now we gotta do this for everybody.
Yeah. So do we have anybody who wants to motion to bring up bill number? Senator Monkholm, can you motion to bring up bill number 2402, please? Just say the exact same I just said.
Of course. I'll motion to bring up Bill 2402.
Can we get a second? From another senator. Oh, sweet. You guys are doing great. Okay. It has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2402, Cabinet Appointment of Treasurer Paul Springer. This is amendable and debatable and requires majority vote. So now you guys can discuss the bill. Do you guys want to ask Paul any questions?
Why do you want to be treasurer, Paul? Or, yeah.
Thank you, Senator Kaylee. I want to be I want to be treasurer because I came up to be treasurer through the SOGA and SFAB grant boards. I've been on them for 2 years. Last year, I was the deputy treasurer. So it's just, like Eli said, it's kind of a natural step to become the treasurer. And and I really like it. I like the people I work on the board with. I like the board. I like working with money. I can't give as good of an answer as Eli because I haven't been nearly as involved in PSG. But yeah, I like working with money, and it's natural stuff.
Thank you.
Senator Bergen, I believe you have a hand raised.
Yes. What is your favorite color?
Oh, my favorite color is also blue, same as Eli. I like a deep, like dark, rich blue, particularly.
Okay. Any other follow-up questions or discussion? Seeing none, we will move into a vote on bill number 2402. So, yeah, vote via the Google form that Jason just dropped in the chat.
Okay, 10, 11, 12, 2 more, 13, 14. Okay. Oh, Sadie voted twice. Not to call you out. Okay. For Paul, we have 14 votes in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstain. Although I think that might be inflated by 1 vote.
Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you.
Okay. Jason, can you bring the slideshow back up? Sweet. Okay. So can I have a senator motion to bring up bill number 2403? Jason's going to click over. Jason, do you want to click over?
Yeah, motion to bring up Bill 2403.
Can I get a second?
Seconded.
Okay, it has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2403, Cabinet Appointment Deputy Chief of Staff Mallory Fonte. This is amendable and debatable and requires majority vote. You guys may discuss it now. Any questions for Mallory? You guys also don't have to have questions too. Either way is okay. Oh, Senator Bergen.
What is your favorite animal?
I'm a big red panda fan. They're pretty cute. But if I had to pick like something more normal, like a corgi.
I have a question. My name is Senator Mauricio, and I'd like to ask you, what is your favorite hobby, like after classes?
I'm also in a dance company on campus, so I dance pretty much after PSG and after classes, but if I'm not doing that, I like going to concerts. That's why I have no money in my bank account, but it's all right. I'll talk about it.
Senator Bergen.
What is your dream concert lineup?
Lineup like one night or like dream just concert?
I guess just dream concert, but if it's like a multiple people that go together well, that's valid too.
Okay. I've been lucky enough to see all of my favorite artists. My favorite that I've seen is Billie Eilish, so I guess maybe her again, just closer. Someone that I haven't seen that I really want to see is Ben Platt. That's a really like musical theater nerd answer, but if any of you know him, he's like crazy live. That'd probably be my next pick. This is kind of exposing. Now everybody knows I'm a theater nerd. I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
Any other follow-up questions or discussion? Seeing none, we will move into a vote on bill number 2403. Vote via the Google form that Jason just dropped. Jason, do we have all the votes in?
Waiting on one. Unless there's only
Well,
supposed to be 12.
There's only supposed to be 13 technically, unless somebody joined without.
We have there we go, 13. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, controversial. We have 13 votes in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstained.
Bill 2403 passes. Congratulations, Mallory. Okay, we have another. Just as a heads up, guys, we have 8 of these, just so you can mentally prepare. They're all the same, but I mean, in future, the bills will actually be different, and they'll be proposed by you all, so. Jason, you want to move on to the next slide? Okay. Can I have a senator motion to bring up bill number 2404? Legitimately just repeat what I just said.
I motion to bring up Bill 2404.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Great, guys. It has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2404, Cabinet Appointment, President Pro Tem Owen Munkholm. This is amendable and debatable and requires a majority vote. You guys are welcome to ask Owen any questions you want to ask him. Owen, do you have a question? Is your hand not raised?
Owen, what's your favorite food?
It was the other Owen. That's a great question. I like Asian food a lot, so I'd probably have to say like some sort of noodle dish.
Senator Bergen.
Owen, what is your dream concert lineup?
Oof. I was thinking about this one when you asked it earlier, Senator Bergen. Dream concert lineup. I like country, so I'd probably have to say like a good old Zach Brown band concert. You know, that nothing goes wrong there.
Favorite Zach Bryan song?
Zach Bryan song? Ooh. I don't know. I don't know a lot of Zach Bryan. I'm more of a Zach Brown band guy. So, and I'm also not great with song names, but if I hear them, I'm good at getting with the lyrics.
Suggestion? East Side of Sorrow. Great song. Okay, do we have any other questions? Any other follow-up questions or discussion? Seeing none, we will move into a vote on bill number 2404, or yeah, 04 it was. All those, go ahead and vote via the Google form in the chat.
Got 10, 11. 12, 13. Okay, we have 12 in favor, 1 opposed, and 0 abstain.
Okay, bill 2404 passes. Congratulations, Owen. Okay. Jason, you want to pull back up the presentation? Okay. So, Jacob Pranger could not make it to this meeting. If you guys do have questions, we can table the bill. Unless it's like, what's your favorite song or what's your favorite color? But like, if it's like legitimate questions that you guys actually have, then we can always table the bill. But can I have a senator motion to bring up bill number 2405?
I move to bring up Senate Bill 2405.
Can I get a second?
Seconded.
Sweet, thank you guys. It has been properly moved and seconded to bring up bill 2405, Cabinet Appointment Chief Justice Jacob Pranger. This is amendable and debatable and requires a majority vote. This is, do you guys want to table the bill, or are we good to keep going? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay, Seeing no further discussion, we will now move into a vote on Bill 2405. Also, just letting you guys know, we interviewed the entire cabinet, did extensive interviews. We asked them all these questions. So just so you all are aware. Jason just dropped it in the chat. Yeah, like as I said earlier, the student body president has the power of internal appointments, and then you guys are the ones confirming them. So we did already go through the application process and the interview process and all that. Jason, do we have all the votes in?
We have 12. I'm waiting for one more. Okay, 13. We have 12 in favor, 1 abstain, and 0 opposed.
Sweet. Okay. Bill 2405 passes. Congratulations, Jacob, wherever he is. Okay. Now we are moving into senior policy advisor. So Sai is on vacation right now, so we can also table this bill if you guys would like, because she can't answer any of your questions. She has limited Wi-Fi. So can I have a senator motion to bring up Bill 2406?
I move to bring up Senate Bill 2406. Oh.
Can I get a second?
Same time.
Second.
Sweet. Okay. It has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2405, cabinet appointment of the senior policy advisor, Sai Kotaru.
This one's 6. This is number 6.
Oh, Senate Bill 2406. This amendable and debatable requires majority vote. We're going to skip discussion unless anybody feels that we need to table the bill. Seeing none, we'll move into a vote on Bill 2406. Jason dropped it in the chat. We appreciate your vote. Two more bills, guys. Two more.
Okay, we got 12. 2 more. Or no, 1 more, sorry. Okay, 13. We have 12 in favor and 1 abstain.
Okay, Bill 2406 passes. Congratulations, Sai. Jason, you want to pull up the presentation? We're on 2407. So Nick Steves is here. Can I have a senator motion to bring up Bill 2407?
I motion to bring up Bill 2407.
Great, thank you. Can I get a second?
Seconded.
Perfect. It has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2407, Association of Big 10 Students Liaison, Nicholas Steves. This amendment is indebatable and requires a majority vote. We will now open it up for discussion. So you guys can ask Nick any questions you want. You guys can also resort to the favorite color ones too, or favorite song or favorite band. Yes, Owen. Senator Martin.
What made you want to go for this position?
I was in what's it called? The other part of this government last year, and so I would like to take a more role, and so I applied for this position in order to utilize my skills of like organization and people to serve our interests here, is the importance of alliance, basically, given our president and vice president's goals.
Senator Bergen.
What is your second favorite color, and why is it not your first favorite color?
Favorite color orange, and it's not my first favorite color because it's not a primary color.
Any other follow-up questions or discussion? Seeing none, we will move into a vote on Bill 2407. Go ahead and vote on the go form. Also, just so you guys know, I feel like ABTS is a little less self-explanatory, but basically we attend conferences throughout the year. And so we attend Association of Big Ten Students conferences. And so Nick is in charge of those conferences, also kind of creating a coalition of student governments across the state of Indiana so that we can work towards state policies and provide a student perspective on those sort of things. So just more communication externally with other student governments.
Okay, we have 12-4, 1 abstain, and 0 opposed.
Okay, Bill 2407 passes. Congratulations, Nick. Okay, last bill, guys. Can I get a senator motion to bring up bill number 2408?
Motion to bring up Bill 2408.
Great. Can I get a second? Oh, perfect. It has been properly moved and seconded to bring up Bill 2408, cabinet appointment of Press Secretary Paige Gonzalez. This is amendable and debatable and requires a majority vote. We will now open it up for discussion. Paige is here, so ask her whatever you want.
Paige, to keep up the trend, I'll ask your favorite color.
My favorite color is absolutely yellow.
Any other follow-up questions or discussion? Anybody? Okay. Seeing none, we will move into a vote on bill number 2408. Go ahead and vote in the Google form. Also, as Paige explained earlier, the press secretary mainly handles the exponent. So the exponent will be at all in-person meetings. Just giving you guys a heads up. So attire is business professional for all meetings in person.
We got 12. Last vote of the day. Paige has 100% in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstain. So 13 in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstain.
All right. Bill 2408 passes. Congratulations, Paige. All right. Thank you guys for confirming the cabinet. We really appreciate it. Jason,
Can
do you want
I
to back up the presentation?
Yes.
Do you have comments?
I also forgot one thing earlier I should have given during my executive report. If everyone could join the Slack, that would be much appreciated if you're not already in it. So mainly the senators. If you want, we can send the link after too.
Yeah, we can email it out too. But if you guys want to go and scan it, perfect.
I'll give everybody like 30 seconds.
Okay. I'll click
I'm gonna
through.
move on.
Okay, seeing no further new business, we're going to move into announcements. So announcements would just be a time where we're just saying like upcoming events or upcoming events you guys have in your other organizations that you want other people to attend, or upcoming events that you're doing, if BOD's doing something, or, you know, announcements that you have for your standing committees, stuff like that, or ad hoc committees if you guys have events. But Jason and I are going to use this time a bit to discuss our platform after I just list out some general senator duties. So as senators, you guys will have a list of responsibilities. And then the pro temp and I work alongside one another to let you guys know what responsibilities you guys have, to make sure you guys understand them and maintain them, that sort of thing. Also, Parley Pro, I know it's rough, but we will have to uphold Parley Pro. So we'll do like a Parley Pro crash course and just like a senator crash course overall. So some responsibilities that you guys are going to have: you're going to have to be part of the standing committees. So that was the 4 committees I listed earlier. You can be part of ad hoc committees if you have like your own separate initiative you want to start. You will be part of University Senate committees. So that's working with admin and sitting on those committees. They do uphold Parley Pro too, I believe. I will check on that though. Meeting with the dean of your college, planning an outreach event per semester, trying to attend one college council meeting per semester of your respective college, obviously, and then attending a BOD meeting, and then trying to attend a PSSC meeting. So BOD being the board of directors, that's what Eli's in charge of and has committees for outreach and stuff like that. And then PSSC, the Purdue Student Supreme Court, which handles speeding tickets and parking ticket appeals. And we'll go through all that. We'll have a whole crash course. You guys will be sent with all that information. So don't worry about that. Do you guys have any questions too? Okay, sweet. So then Jason and I are just gonna take like 5 minutes to just talk about the platform that we ran on and our intentions for this. So
Yeah.
I'll just Jason, you want to start with Okay, I'll do a quick overview and then Jason can expand. So I don't know if you guys have heard our spiel, but the Indiana Lifeline Law is a law within the state of Indiana that protects underage drinkers who are seeking medical attention. So let's say a group of students are intoxicated and somebody calls for a person who's in need of medical attention. The caller is protected, but the person in need of medical attention can still get in trouble by the law, by the state. So you might be hesitant to call for your friend who's in need of medical attention because you're afraid that they're going to get some sort of state repercussion. So our goal is to actually expand the Indiana Lifeline Law. So the Indiana Lifeline Law would not exist today without Purdue Student Government students in 2012 who originally implemented it. So Brett Hiley was the PSG president. He came up with this idea, as a lot of other states already had this policy. He spoke to Senator James Merritt, and they kind of created that legislation to propose to the Senate, and policymakers were for it. And today that policy exists because of them. So now here we are 12 years later trying to expand it. The original bill that they wrote up actually protected both the caller and the person in need of medical attention, but it got negotiated down by policymakers because they were concerned that universities were going to be lenient in regards to underage drinking. So it still today only upholds protection for the caller and anybody who assists the caller, but not the person in need of medical attention. So our goal is to get protection for them as well. And it's also important to keep in mind that reported underage drinking has gone down since institution of this policy. We're not incentivizing underage drinking. Also, our bordering states, so Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Midwest states do have this policy and uphold them for the person in need of medical attention as well as the caller. Jason, do you want to expand?
Yeah. So what I've seen firsthand, and through the campaign, what I've seen a lot of other people experience at Purdue, is that a lot of students and a lot of young people, not just college students, have a sort of hesitancy to seek help when they need it, when they might be extremely intoxicated. And I'm sure a lot of us have been there. You're scared to get help because you're worried about the repercussions. And that sort of mentality leads to a lot of really bad health situations that are really avoidable. So I used to be an RA in TARC, and I've seen it a lot. When you have TARC's about 800, 900 people, and it definitely, it might be biased towards the most extreme events, but with a sample size that big, you really see like a lot of the worst situations. People abandoning their friends. People just being like passed out in the stairways at 4 a.m. It's like at least a handful of people every single weekend out of the year. And it's really ugly. And there in particular have been, a couple instances, especially in the spring, where things get really bad. And a lot of these instances are avoidable. A lot of the neighboring states, Illinois, Ohio, Becca, I think, has sort of full protections for people seeking medical attention when they're underage drinking, and it allows whatever community they're in, like their universities, to really push that message of seek help when you need it. If someone's dying and throwing up in a hallway, call for help. Don't think about it, because the longer you think about it, or if you don't do it at all, that's a dangerous situation. And we're in this Purdue is in this sort of particular situation where we sort of have immunity, we sort of don't. And so I think it's prevented us and other universities across Indiana from making a more culture around getting help when you need it. And it's led to a lot of these really ugly situations. So since its inception in 2012, the partial immunity we have now has saved about 50 lives. Probably more. That's just like the number, that the people who instituted it, their research showed. So we're really excited about this change, and it's definitely going to involve you guys a lot. The big part for us, obviously, we're not state legislators. So the big part for us is sort of getting advocacy and getting as many people on board as we can, and then letting our legislators know about that and let them know that this is something we care about, that this is something that's going to help safety on our campuses. So as students and as a part of this organization where this is going to be our main goal over the next year, you guys can play a big role in helping us out with that and sort of letting our legislators, letting the university know that this is a change we want.
Yeah, and then just giving you an update on like what Jason and I have been working on. So we started this initiative back in September of 2023. We've been working on, or August 2023. We've been working on this our entire year. So Jason and I were both part of the Residential Hall Association prior to Purdue Student Government. So we started this initiative through them. And so we've been working alongside Senator James Merritt. So he was the one who he's the senator who proposed the legislation. So he worked alongside of prior Purdue Student Government President Brett Hiley. So we've been working alongside Brett Hiley. We've been working alongside Senator James Merritt, spoke to the IU Police Department, starting to create a coalition among the student governments in Indiana to kind of get that backing, because like the bills are prioritized if you get the backing to raise the advocacy for them to do that. So we really have to raise advocacy for this to happen, and that's the main part of our initiative, is just spreading awareness and raising support for this to happen. Jason, do you have something to add?
And so we really just want to update you guys, let you know what we're working on, because that's going to be a big thing over this next year, and you guys as senators hold the voting power in PSG, so you guys are going to have a big influence on that and how that goes. And you guys can play a big role in helping us out. Also through ad hoc committees, we might make an ad hoc committee, or if any of you are just interested in helping, you can contact us. We're, a growing team.
Yeah. So like something you guys might see is we might propose legislation for Purdue to do more education on the Lifeline Law and the Purdue Medical Amnesty Policy somewhere in some department. And so you guys might see that legislation proposed, and you could be voting on something like that. So that could be the part that you play. Also joining an ad hoc committee, like Jason said, where we're working on Lifeline Law stuff. Also, I did want to make you guys aware of the difference between the Indiana Lifeline Law and the Purdue Medical Amnesty Policy. So the Indiana Lifeline Law is a state law. The Purdue Medical Amnesty Policy is Purdue's own policy. So Purdue's own policy protects both the person who calls and the person needing medical attention in regards to university discipline. But the Indiana Lifeline Law is in regards to state repercussions. And that only protects the caller, does not protect the person in need medical attention. Okay.
There's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
That was a lot of information.
I apologize for how long this meeting was. Typically they're 2 hours, just giving you guys the warning. But they don't usually run the full 2 hours, and also they're bi-weekly. But do you guys have any questions?
Also, they'll be a lot more probably interesting and social when we're in person.
Yes, in person it's going to be a lot better. But do you guys have any questions about our initiative or Purdue Student Government or your responsibilities? I know that was like a lot of information, but you can also drop questions in the chat if you guys. Eli has a question.
Outside of informal discussion, when are cabinet members allowed to speak during the Senate session?
The executive section, the section you guys were calling on people today.
Okay, but besides that, we're not allowed to speak on any bills?
No, you're not allowed to.
Okay.
Becca, I was about to call Becca out because Becca technically that one.
Yeah,
I want to say you can speak. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Is it Isaac talking? I can't see.
Yes. Yes. Eli, you can speak if you're a bill author or if you're granted time on the bill, which will often happen if you're invested in the outcome of the bill.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So during during executive reports, I'll call on each of the cabinet members that are present to say their updates. And that sort of thing. And I would say Chief of Staff Eli and President Packard and DCOS Mallory or DCOS Fonte. Eli is the only one who's getting first name privileges. Everybody else, it's title and then last name. Okay. Do we have any other further questions? Okay. You guys can email me with any questions too. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Sorry the virtual sucks, but thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Oh, one second. I know a lot of people have left. Sorry, it's okay.
Oh no, you're good.
A couple of people have dropped off, but I'm currently commuting home, and I just wanted to kind of introduce myself before I'm driving, but hi everyone. My name is Shakina Glory. I'm the vice president of PSG on the Indianapolis campus, and I just wanted to introduce myself before everyone kind of drops off. So, yeah. Well, it was nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys for coming.
Be safe.